Okay, Assalamualaikum and salam satu Malaysia to Mr. Sim Kiang Chiok. He's a candidate for presidential for N.9 Padungan. So thank you for coming, sir. I know you guys. Thank you for spending time with us. So we have a few questions to ask for you. So the first one is, you are in the 4th day of your campaign. So how is the mood on the ground?
The mood on the ground, I would say, is very responsive. They are listening, they are choosing, they want to make a choice. Now, in my area, N.9 Padungan, they have 3 candidates to choose. Isn't this wonderful country? It's a free country, it's democratic, and it just to show that Malaysia is a fair democratic country. And this is what we want in Malaysia. Okay? And the mood, to me, the voters in Padungan are very receptive, and they place a lot of hope in wanting to get something out, something better for themselves, or to be in the mainstream of development within the Malaysia. Okay.
Okay. Are you happy with the turnout of your ceramah so far?
When we compare ceramahs with ceramahs, our ceramahs and the opposite ceramahs, sometimes our ceramahs, you can get whatever we want to say, we say in the mass media, and you don't expect a lot turnout from our BN ceramah. We do compare to the opposition. They are very good at accusations. They are very good at arousing emotions. They are very good in creating jealousies, and they are very good at making the people that listen feel very vulnerable and feeling that there's a lot of fear of the end government. That's why the ceramah has always attracted a large audience to listen about the worst side of things, which was never true, and which they cannot claim that they have evidence and they have certain facts and which they don't. If they were a good citizens of Malaysia, they would not have used a lot of things during the ceramah. They should have sued the government and should sue the candidate and the party rather than using the ceramah for their own political mileage. And I think that's not quite fair. Okay, we are here wanting to practice free democratic countries, free democratic. We expect a certain standard in the ceramah. And some of the ceramahs, things that they said was never been published because it's not publishable. Because of defamatories and creating a lot of angers and creating a lot of jealousies, making you fear that tomorrow is not going to be good for you. Okay?
Okay. Can you elaborate further on what you mean by Padungan, let's progress again?
This let's progress again, Padungan, is my slogan, my vision, my aim for my constituency. With Let's Progress Padungan, it comes from a lot of feedback when I have been servicing the area over the years, when I did the groundwork, and I noticed that a lot of progress has been hindered, slowed, or stopped by the opposition. No government would want to develop an area where it can stir up high publicity, high political mileage for the opposition. A little mistake you make, they would capitalize on it to say that, wow, they are the Wira, hero, you know. But in actual fact, that's how life is. Sometimes we make mistakes, but most of the time we don't. In all decisions we make, we cannot please 100%. If we manage to get 80, 90%, it's fantastic. Sometimes certain things we don't get 100%. There's always opposition to it, but they capitalize on it. And this, because of this political difference and political knowledge that they want to gain, we become the pawn. The people of Padungan become their pawn. Not to their benefit, but to the disbenefit. Not only for themselves, and for the future, and for their children. Okay?
Okay, what are the issues that have been highlighted by your voters and need your attention if you win?
Under my slogan, Let's Padungan Progress, I have just launched the vision plan. We have divided Kuching into 5 zones in the respective activities. Kuching is a historical city. It has potential for a lot of tourists, which is under our NKRA, our NEM, economic model. So this is also being presented to our Prime Minister, and he agreed to our proposal that Padungan should be rejuvenated, should be renewed. As we in developers world would say, urban renewal program. And this is what we have tabled, and this is what we have presented to the people of Padungan. This renewal is basically that in our constituency, about 70% of the voters are businessmen, are traders. And they basically want better opportunity. They want their business to blossom. They want the property that they have in Padungan area to appreciate. They want the shop to be able to fetch higher rental. This is what their hope is. For the residential area, they are very sophisticated people. They've been here for 40 to 50 years in some areas. They are quite used to bad services, bad maintenance, but they want somebody that can respond to them faster. Because servicing maintenance of the areas is a long-term event. You clean the drain, you must always clean the drain, you must always throw away the sampah, and this maintenance is always long-term. You cannot expect the opposition to service them like what we were doing. We take every complaint as seriously as we can and try to service them as much as we can.
That's what we can.
Okay.
And what are the issues that DAP and Parti Bunga Raya had used against you? And what are your strategies in countering their claims?
The strategies that they use is that more of state issues. I think you drive around, you see a lot of banner and posters. It says vote SUPP equals to vote time. Yeah, and this basically is the main issue. This is the issues the opposition want to harp on. This issue actually give them a lot of mileage, but I want to tell you again, the Prime Minister, the Chief Minister say that he would step down in 2 to 3 years so that there is a transition of power, that the younger batch of people, the suitable leader can be found to lead our varied multiracial state. And this has been announced again and again by the Chief Minister himself, and has been reinforced by our Prime Minister himself. Yet the opposition cannot let this issue go, because without him they can close shop, which is they want, which they want to catch on tightly. But for our Padungan voters, they have to remember, do you want to be left out for the next 5 years, to able to work with the government, the state government, to able to work with the federal government? If you stay out of the government, basically remain in opposition, you're going to miss out on things. Because under our One Malaysia transformation program, under our Prime Minister, he has basically drawn up the programs, the rancangan that caters for A to Z. I would say A to Z, but you American would say A to Z, but this is what it is. And to be left out another 5 years, what will happen to Padungan? Where the competition is getting greater from the shopping complexes that's booming around the city, the tourist destination around the world would they would eventually forget what the good work on the Ministry of Tourism has put in. Nobody want to come back if you don't have good maintenance, you don't have good CCTV, good security, and all that. I want to propose to the government that we should have, if I've been mandated by the people, and when I'm mandated.
Okay, sir. Do you think the presence of Dominican is an advantage or disadvantage to you?
On these questions, I only want to answer on my own assessment of my own work and on my own effort. I will try my best to get my message across to as many people as possible. I will try to lay out the choice that they're going to make, because at the end of the day, it is still the people who decides. Disadvantage or not disadvantage, the work still has to be done, so it does not matter, and I will try my best for Padungan.